Yo, what up? My bad. Just got back to my computer. Dude, I've been in these shorts, and then it like had this random move down, and then it came all the way back up. It's fucking lame. So we're probably gonna get stopped out of it right now, but it's alright. Yeah, we are bullish, but I was trying to catch the retracement lower if we were gonna have it. And then we had this like random candle that popped in here. It went like, I don't know, on my Top Step account. Like 40 points into profit, and then it just like snapped back. I didn't even have time to react. It just went like phew. So but yeah, I'm just holding this right now. Probably going to get stopped out. Like if I don't get stopped out before market open, I'm probably gonna get stopped out like right at market open. But I'm in profit on both of these accounts that I'm trading from last night, so I just wanted to test it out, give it a shot. What up, what up? I would actually be pretty surprised if I if I don't get stopped out of this, to be completely honest. I'd be a very lucky man. Because chances are at open we may like shoot up, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm just gonna hold it. Why not? We had two very aggressive drops pre-market. The Discord, you gotta just join through the WAP, bro. If you could just Google it. It's called Never Flat Trading Discord. I mean, you can see the delta. Alright, fine. If you want to see the volume, fine. There you go. Boom. Gotta tighten risk a little bit. I have a feeling the open is going to come for my stop. Hopefully we just like melt off the open and hit my TP. Then I'll be happy. TP's down here, full TP. Actually, I should probably put it... Oh, nasty. Yeah, we're fucked. I'm going break even on the funded account. Dude, every time. It's happened twice. Move down. Pop back up. we're probably gonna shoot up at the open then. If we can't push
Order
lower.
filled.
So we'll save the funded account. A little bit of a headache there. But, I mean, this is only in 1 micro, so I'm just going to leave it. But we're probably going to get taken out before market open. Damn, it was looking good for a second. Tisk, tisk, tisk. If you should copy trade, I mean, that's up to you. I have a feeling today's gonna be kind of weird. Last night we had like this pretty crazy, last night we had a pretty crazy dump, and then it just like retraced the entire thing and then dumped again, which was pretty interesting. Oh, we actually didn't get stopped out just yet. Oh. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold it. Damn, I was being a little bitch then on the funded. Actually, at this point, I'm moving this to break even. Nah. It's just that we keep rejecting out of this area, so it's making me slightly nervous. But I didn't get the best entry on this account, so I can't really move it to break even. How about let's just tighten the risk a little bit to the top. If this candle flips bullish, then yeah, we're not gonna stay in this. But I've been holding this trade since like, I don't know, probably this candle. This candle. So it's been a little while. We saw this dump. We came down a little bit. We saw this dump again, and then it's just, it may still go down, but I'd rather just not stay in it. We almost did it though. Unless it just came up to make a wick and then take out my stop, and then and then now it's gonna go. Bruh. But yeah, honestly, I did make profits during the overnight. So, I mean, I'm up 400 on this account. I made back the loss from yesterday. So, I'm going to be kind of careful about this morning. Apparently there's like some stuff going back and forth, of course, about the whole war shit. That's nasty though. 3 times we attempted to come down and just fucking popped up. Oh, we have PMI. Thank God I checked that. Gotta set an alarm. Dude, what a bummer. I wish that would have kept running off the open. Nah, but to be real, I got pretty lucky I didn't get stopped out of that pre-market. I think I might wait for PMI. And let us just do whatever we're about to do right here. Heading into the weekend, since it's Thursday, what are the chances that we get some random news, some random war news over the weekend that causes another crazy gap? Volume is never coming back? What do you mean? Yeah. It's definitely been a little different recently, but we just gotta adapt to it. We got 5 minutes until PMI. Well, yeah, 5 minutes. If we do continue to push up though, then I'm expecting us to take Asia highs. And actually previous daily highs as well. And come into like the 27,150 area. But I would have honestly preferred, I was trying to see if we can drop down. Whoops. I was trying to see if we could drop down like at the open. I was gonna try and go long somewhere down here. Or I was gonna wait to see if I should go long down here, but I would rather have done that than trying to trade it up here. Yo, what up, Christian? Well, if this thing is just going to grind up, then honestly, I'm probably going to miss most of it. Because I don't really feel comfortable going long right now. At least up here. I want us to pull back. And also, you know, we are technically like bullish overall on the higher time frame and even lower time frames. So if we do start getting a slow grind up, I don't really think it's a good idea to try and time the top of it. So not even just a slow grind up, but if we just start like moving up, it's probably not the best idea to try and time the top of it. we got a minute until PMI. We'll let that get out the way first, and then we'll see if we could catch anything. Although if we are going to turn around, I'll watch this area. Ooh. We're frozen. Right back to the open of it. Did any of you guys catch those longs? They're pretty good. We're about to take Asia highs. Well, we basically just took it right now. Now we have previous daily highs sitting right here, so let's see if we continue up. That's all-time high too, right? Yeah. Ooh. shit. A quick spike down. Where? This one? At the news candle? Oh yeah, I know. I noticed that. the wick was. It's pretty nasty, actually. How big of a difference is that? Yeah, like maybe a 15-point difference in the wick. Very nice. 32 days straight. That beats my record. I was on like a 31-day winning streak in April. And then ever since then, I've just been washed up. Has been. That's crazy though. Funded Futures family. I've always been kind of suspicious about them. So I've never purchased one of their accounts before. But that sucks what happened. Ooh. Wait, so hey, Money Man, did they take the profits away and then you're still trading the accounts, or did you just like give up on those accounts and you're on to new ones? Oh, okay, you're still trading them. Well, now you gotta get your money from them. Hell yeah. What's up, Mr. Hertz? Nah. Well, actually, I did. Pre-market, I went short. Pre-market, I went short. Like right here. With my stop originally right here, and I was trying to target here. And then we had this like random spike down, and then it came back up, and then at the open we went down again, and then it just came back up. So I moved my express account with Top Step to break even, and then I was trading a live account, like a small account, and I took like a $19 loss because I didn't want to put it to break even. So now we're just sitting here. So basically what I'm watching right now is we're coming up, right? And every single time we see this selling come in, there's really nothing that is following it. So I'm kind of just anticipating at this point, until proven otherwise, that we're just going to continue up into potentially previous daily highs, unless we actually start to see some follow through. But I don't know, recently, like this month, a little bit last month, we keep having these like random, like we'll have like a normal movement, you know, relative to session volume, and then out of nowhere it'll just be like some spike of volume. And then I've been having the worst when it comes to like news candles, dude. I'm probably 0 for 4. Like this month I'll be in a trade, and then out of nowhere some tweet comes out and it just goes like the opposite direction. Like, why can't I just be on the right side? And then last night, bro, since we're waiting, I'm gonna show you guys something. Last night, check this out. This is the reason why this account is up $400 is because last night I went short somewhere right here. Whoops. Went short like right here. I had a stop right here, and I was just trying to target these lows, right? So I was looking at my phone because the market was kind of slow, and then I just hear order filled, and I'm like, oh, that was pretty quick. Of course, the one time that I'm actually on the right side of the news, I fucking take myself out for 100 ticks. Painful. And then we came up here and I shorted it again up here. I shorted it again right here, and then I got out for 100 ticks. And then we came all the way down. It's a cruel joke. It's a cruel joke. Those two entries were great. I just fucking took myself out of it like a dummy. Well, I mean, it's like, dude, how can I? No hard TP. That's the new thing. No hard TP, huh? But yeah, so I was able to catch like 200 ticks. I was using smaller size, so I'm up 400 on the funded, and then I'm up like 100 on. Well, actually, I just lost $19 or something, so I'm probably up like 80 bucks on the live account, on this like small account I'm doing. So now we're just gonna wait. We have the 4-hour opening in 5 minutes. I'm hoping that yeah, I am still up after the drought. It's been a rough month for me. Getting my ass kicked. But I'm still net positive with firms, which is fine. At least I didn't lose money this month. So the streak continues of being net positive with firms every month. We will be 13 months in of not losing a single dollar to prop firms. And then next month, I need to start preparing for next month. I need to get like some funded accounts and shit. Otherwise, there's nothing worse than starting off the month by having to purchase accounts and then putting yourself in a hole you got to climb out of. It's kind of it's not the best way to do it. So I have a little bit of profit from this month in terms of money in, money out. I might just use the rest of it heading into like maybe later today or next week, where I'm just going to start trading a bunch of evals super aggressively, just the purpose of trying to get some funded accounts to start off May, so I could just focus on those, pull a payout, start the month off net positive, and then make sure that I just don't go net negative, and then keep the streak alive. Straight to funded? No, because I don't like their consistency rules on straight to funded. Yeah, an 8-week win streak, and then you got smacked. Same. I mean, January and February. February is where I went on like a 31-day winning streak for one of my top step accounts, and I built it up to like I had like $40,000 in profits on it, and then I pulled out most of it, but I had like $7 grand left in that account, and then there was one day in the beginning of March I just like tilted and blew like 7 fundeds. And then ever since then I've just been squirming in the dirt. Well, we're still alright. It could always be worse. You know what I mean? It could always be worse. So let's just try and not make it worse. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I need to adjust this. ATAS X is available on Mac, which is good for anybody who has Mac. It's lighter weight, so it doesn't use as much. If we come down into this area, I'm gonna look to potentially long it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, and then they just released their new heat map beta, which I don't have. because they want me to purchase a new subscription or redo it. I'm not gonna do that. But they're trying to move over to ATASX. It's gonna be like their official platform. So I just like moved over to it. It's pretty cool though. You got like these like tabs and stuff. Like you can like make tabs. Like how you can in TradingView, which is kind of cool. Because the other one you weren't able to do that. It just had to be like separate windows, which was kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, so now we got the new hourly opening. This hourly closed pretty gross. Big wick up, small body. Yeah, Sierra Charts is great. It's like the golden standard of order flow. And it's the most customizable platform. Their UI is just like boomer, but it does the job. Yeah, SC is Sierra Charts. We're back into this area that we keep bouncing out of. Hopefully we can actually break past this and start coming down. And then I'm watching 870. 26,870. I think honestly I probably won't even take a trade unless we get down there to 870, and then I have to see if we're going to bounce there or not. Ooh. We're also just currently like, in terms of gamma, we're kind of just rotating so far between the gamma flip level. Ooh, banger trade. That's what's up. It's a nice entry. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming with Prop for Match. So I won't be on my YouTube channel and I won't be in Discord, but I'll be on their YouTube. Yeah, see, this is gross. We're failing for the fourth time, basically. Yeah, I will. I forget to do that sometimes. I'll send the link. It's kind of hard for me to trade a little bit. I mean, there's one time I caught like 160 points or something on prop for a match's stream, but a lot of the times the guy's just asking me a bunch of questions, you know, so it's kind of hard to focus. But he's a good host. I mean, he keeps a conversation going, which is the point, so it's not boring. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking like, oh man, it's probably boring for people who are watching this, but sometimes I just like, sometimes you gotta just sit here and do nothing. Yeah, we're not breaking lower yet. We just can't even get past this. Both, JT. You have to pay attention to, when it comes to absorption and spotting absorption, you have to pay attention to aggression and then the outcome, right? Like, what is the result of that aggression? And in terms of looking at delta or volume, because when you are saying POC, you're referring to volume, you got to look at both of them. Because if there's not a lot of volume at the extremes of the candle, then there is a chance that it's maybe not absorption. So like, I have this other candle, I have this other chart. This chart, hold on. So this has delta. These candles have delta, so I'm looking at delta, right? And then anytime there's a large amount of delta, it's printing these like diamonds. But this isn't necessarily telling me that like the diamonds alone are not saying like that's absorption. It's just telling me where strong participation was in terms of like delta. So then I pay attention to that. I pay attention to the POC. And it has to happen though in areas that I care about, like in a location that makes sense. Otherwise, absorption without location is just like, it's whatever. Like, it is basically, it could just be noise, you know what I mean? Because just because we see absorption doesn't mean that price is just gonna reverse. You can have absorption and then it causes a stall or a pause, and then we have continuation. So above absorption, the most important thing is location. Otherwise, it's just like noise, you know what I mean? Dude. How long is this gonna last, dude? Like, this New York price action being like this? I gotta just start focusing on Asia session. So far, majority of my profits this month have literally came from like gold, Asia session, maybe a little bit of NQ. I think I don't keep track of it, but if I think I went back and I looked at the trades that I only took on stream, I'm probably on a losing streak. Wait, no, there was that one trade I took where we went long, and it was like 100 points in profit, and then it came back. So I guess that wasn't a losing trade, but... I know, dude, I'm a fucking fool. Sorry, guys. It happens, though. You know what I mean? Only catching W's outside the stream? Sometimes. Yeah, back in February though, when I was on that 31-day winning streak on my Top Step account, there were days where I'd end the stream and I was red, and then the next day I show back up on stream and I'm like in profit like $1,000. Scammer. Ah, dude, this is free. I don't charge anything. You guys can just watch and hang out. You know what I mean? It'd be different if I was charging you guys to look at my live, but I don't do that. You know. That would be pretty crazy. Imagine I was like charging people to watch me trade live, and then every day I'm like fucking losing and then making it back after I get off stream. That'd be pretty shady. I'm sure there are a ton of people who actually do that too. Yeah. It's like they lose on stream, right? Like they stream, they eat shit, they lose, and then they like make it back off stream, get back to break even, then start clipping it and clip a winning trade and be like, today I made $1,000. And everyone who's in their Discord's like, man, what the fuck, you know? Like we blew our accounts today. Oh, really? Well, I mean, to their defense, you know, and to my defense as well, why I take, well, dude, like, okay, so check this out, right? If you're sitting on stream, do I really want to sit here all day on stream? No. You know? But are my charts always up on my screen, like, all throughout the day? Yeah. So, let's say I, like, dude, sometimes there's times where we're doing this, right? We're, like, kind of not really doing anything. And I'll be like, alright, guys, like, I'm gonna get off stream, see you later. And then the moment I get off stream, we start just, like, moving. And I'm like, oh, well, fucking shit. I'm not just gonna start the stream back up. Like, let me just fucking take a trade. You know what I mean? So, sometimes it happens like that, but I'm not gonna start my stream every single time I see a trade. The streamer curse, yeah. I want to see us break lower and get out of this area right here. Because I think if we begin to break lower and we actually get past like maybe 6,940, we may start to see some speed. Maybe. And then potentially an opportunity. Either continuation or reversal, but just something. But as long as we're like right here in this area, I'm trying to see if we can first get past this, but the broader area is here where we keep getting stopped, right? This whole area. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm waiting for us to get past right now. You've never seen profit on live streams from him, and he's always just posting that he's in profit. Sheesh. And he's charging people. Sheesh. Dude, I just feel like if I charged people to watch me stream and I know that people are like relying on my trades, like, that's a, you go on a losing streak, dude. Oof. Everyone hates you. They're paying you money to help them lose. Yeah. I don't know about that one. I think it's better if it's just free, and then it's just like, if I lose, like, sorry. You know? It's not like you're paying me for this, so we're good. Although realistically, if you guys watch my streams, I always say this, but I'm going to say it again. It is not financial advice, and you should not be taking my trades. Especially if you guys see me trading an eval. If you ever see these numbers right here, or these letters go from yellow to white, do not copy my trades. Because I trade evals like a degenerate. I basically just coin flip them. And then I just full port them. I'll blow a lot of them. Like, I'm net positive this month, not by a lot, by like, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna be real. This month I'm probably only up like $1,500 and for money in, money out, which is fucking dog shit. But I've blown like probably like 30 evals this month. So yeah, I full port them, I blow accounts, so that's why sometimes I'm like, yeah, this month's been pretty tough for me. It's probably the worst month I've had in a long time. But what's it called? Sometimes I wonder if I should even be streaming when I'm trading my evals, because I know there's somebody who's gonna hop on stream and be like, oh, he's taking a trade, let me take the trade. And then it's like some random full port gamble that I take to just like try and catch 60 ticks with 5 minis or something. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not a real trade, it's just like a gamble. And then I would hate to have people like copying that on an account that they actually care about. You'll get it. You'll get it. 1,500 a month. I mean, in all reality, like, yeah, I know, like I say, it's a terrible month, because for me, kind of is, but you know, basically majority of the prop from space is not going to make a single dollar this month. But you don't, I mean, I don't compare, you can't compare yourself to other people. So if I'm usually doing better than that, okay, well then, better than how this month is, well then this month is a shitty month, you know? But yeah, if you're locked in, you're collecting data, and you are exercising a little bit of some self-control and not being an idiot, you're using proper size, I think you should be alright. That's really the biggest thing for a lot of people, is they just have zero self-control. And then they go, oh, it's the strategy. Nah, dude, you're just a retard. What amplified your trading, money man? going live. You know what? You know what going live actually does for me though is like, yeah, when I'm trading in front of people, I obviously don't want to look like an idiot, and I know that there are people who are taking my trades, so I am more careful, and then I will like take less random like shots, and then it helps me not tilt too sometimes, because it's really easy to tilt, you know, like behind closed doors. Like if no one's watching me, like I could just be an idiot, you know what I mean? Who's gonna judge me? But if I have a responsibility, right, and things change, so it kind of helps me out. So like sometimes I don't want to stream because, to be honest, there's nothing better than just like throwing in some headphones, listening to some music, and just kind of locking in and not having to focus on anything. But there are benefits to live streaming, or at least like recording your trades and posting them. Because before live streaming, I used to just post YouTube shorts of my trades, regardless of win or lose, and it kind of did the same thing. Yeah. Dude. Sean, we came a long way from a couple years ago. We came a long way from a couple years ago, I'll say that. A couple years ago, I was an idiot. This Discord was a mess? What do you mean by that? Hey, what do you mean? Yeah, there were a lot of different people. 7. Oh, I don't know if that's this Discord. I don't know if there were 7. Oh, actually, nah, I don't think there was ever 7 mentors in here. I don't know. You might have us confused with a different Discord. There is one guy in here who is a great trader who sends his signals and his analysis all the time, and if you guys don't pay attention to it, you should. His name is Futures Trader. He has his own channel. He's a great trader. He trades full time. Nice guy. Cool guy. Yeah, well, we try to clean it up a little bit. See, the thing is so the Discord was started by the king, Spaghetti. He is the owner and the creator of this Discord. The purpose of this Discord in the very beginning, like 2 years ago, is we all used to be in a different Discord, and then it like disbanded, like the Discord fell apart. So then Eddie went and made his own Discord, and then we all kind of just like maybe 100 people, 100 to 200 people joined it, and then we were all kind of trading like either ICT or like supply and demand, basically. And then, yeah, they try to throw us in some other Discord with like 40,000 people, and it was just like a shit show. I'm not gonna say what Discord it was, but that Discord was an absolute shit show. So then we like we had this Discord with like 200 people in it, and then I started making content, and then because I make Orderflow content and I'm like promoting the Discord, well, now you know, we have people in here. A lot of them aren't even active, but there's like almost 1,400 people in here now, which is pretty cool. And obviously, if I'm the one who's like making content and I trade Orderflow, then the byproduct of that is in this Discord, you're going to start seeing more people who trade Orderflow. And the problem in the beginning, right, is like, let's say I'm teaching Orderflow, and then someone's like, oh, he's got a Discord, I want to learn Orderflow, and then they go join, but then no one trades Orderflow except for me. we had a lot of people kind of like leaving and stuff, but now there's more people here who trade order flow. But you have a lot of great traders in this Discord who trade whatever they trade. I mean, you don't have to trade order flow. It just so happens that like the people who are going to join are going to be interested in order flow just because of the content that I'm making. Dude, this is terrible right now. I'm very happy I didn't try and short that. Dude, but you should have seen it. This Discord went through like it went through this whole like for a little bit we were all like on supply, most of us were doing supply and demand, and then we like met these dudes who like started talking about Goldbach, and then we started talking about digital time theory, and then we met a guy named Tech or like 10 Cent. He was Mr. Standard Deviation, and then everyone kind of just went off on their own thing, and like now everyone trades whatever they trade. And then like I just started bringing a bunch of people in here to trade order flow, and then now we're here. Now we basically are turning into like a order flow Discord in a way. But yeah, then you got Money Man trading ICT. And then we were all hating on ICT. Yeah, dude. Honestly though, like when we have those large Asia sessions, my baseline expectation for New York is for it to kind of be on bullshit. The best way that I like to see like when it comes to sessions and session behavior, whenever we have these large ranges, I would say probably like 80% of the time it's just like it's kind of like not as directional. The best thing that I like to like, the best type of session behaviors that I like is basically you have a smaller Asia session, right? Then you have a London session that will then expand. It's like a little bit bigger, takes out one side, leaves London lows, leaves Asia lows. We're in a bearish bias. New York opens up, takes London highs and drops down like this, right? Takes London lows, takes Asia lows, and then we try and catch this move. So you have like the initial balance, the first probe of liquidity or highs and lows, and then the true resolution or distribution of New York. Now sometimes it'll just like go in the same direction, right? Or maybe it'll like drop down first and then go in the same direction. But regardless, it's just like I prefer Asia session to be smaller and actually create like a smaller initial balance of the day, or range, I guess is the better word. And then it's like a better session profile that usually results in a better New York session. When we have these like larger Asia ranges, a lot of the times we may like, as you saw, we came up here and we took like Asia highs basically, or yeah, but a lot of the times it may just result in us like having an inside session inside of this larger range. Now that doesn't always happen, but I keep it in mind when we head into New York. So like today, what I wanted to see, what I was planning on is when we were up here, I was doing my daily outlook. I was looking for us to actually come down, test the extremes of this range, maybe even take Asia lows, but I was going to be like somewhere in this area is essentially where I was going to be looking for, I guess like here, potential longs to come back up into this range. But then off market open, you know, we're failing to push lower here. We made an attempt to go higher. We took Asia highs, and now we're kind of just balancing out again. So, and not only that, but we're heading closer into, you know, lunch hours, and we see volume tapering off. So it's kind of like, might just chalk it up and be like, here we go again. You know, we'll fucking try it again tomorrow. Good thing I was sitting at my computer when Asia made that move last night, and I was able to catch some of it. Otherwise, today just would have been kind of a waste of time. Yeah, with the gamma level down here. So if we're looking like, so this is what I was looking at, right? If you see this down here, this put wall. So right now we're basically rotating in between the gamma flip level. Like we're just kind of fucking around. Down here, it's not that I'm necessarily looking for an automatic bounce off of this level, but we do have like the second highest absolute gex, the net put open interest, absolute open interest, and then net put volume, all sitting right here at the put wall. So it's like you got a stacked level right here. So what I wanted to see us do is come down to that level, and then I was going to be watching order flow to determine, right, like, are we actually going to accept past it? Now, if we accepted past this area, then I would imagine that we could have a potential scenario where we actually start to drop with some speed, but there is also, of course, the potential that we can bounce off of an area like this. So I had my eyes on that. Unfortunately, we're kind of just fizzling out right here. Hard to trade Asia session. Well, you just got to be patient, you know. A lot of times during New York, I may only sit in a position for anywhere from 30 seconds to maybe 30 minutes. Asia session, I'm prepared to sit in that thing for hours if I take a trade. And also, there's like times during Asia where it's probably better to trade and better to not trade. I would recommend Eastern times if you are going to trade Asia session for whatever, gold or NQ, is like we obviously get that first spike of volatility right at CME open, but realistically the cleanest moves for Asia will probably come around like 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. Somewhere around there. And then as we get closer towards like midnight Eastern time, it kind of sometimes it will like fizzle out. Then you got London. Yeah. So if I do trade Asia, if it's some crazy news that came out over the weekend and we have a crazy volatile CME open, I will trade CME open. I'll be careful about it, but I'll try it. But if we just have like a normal day, kind of like what we did yesterday, where we opened up, I just waited, and then right when I started taking this trade, it was basically 1650. What is that? 8? No. 4. It was like right at 8 p.m. Right at 8 p.m. See, like this happened like basically right at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I mean, let's go look at over here. Like this move, this all started like right at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I mean, we had a little bit of it right here, but yeah. Because sometimes right off the open, a CME will just, there are times where we just kind of do a whole lot of nothing. We are rotating back up into this range. Now we're in the middle of it, basically. So far, there has been really nothing for me to take this morning, except for that pre-market short that went like 100 ticks in profit and then came back. Well, actually, it went... I got in like right here on the funded account, but I got out of break even. This one went like 40 points in profit before it came back. And then my entry on this one was like down here on the live account. Oh, they went like 40 points in profit and then snapped back on me. If you need 2300 to pass and you have 2300 drawdown, well, the correct answer to that is you should just trade it normally and then try and pass it normally. But who are we kidding? If it was me, we're seeing some action. Risk 2,300 and make 2,300 times. It's not bad. Not a bad idea. All right. Well, this is a no trade session for me. We didn't come into anywhere I wanted to take a trade, except for when I tried to go short pre-market. So, yeah, this may like slowly make its way up here. It may come up here and then rotate. But I think I am going to go eat some breakfast and save my money. I mean, I need to grow this account. It's pretty. It's a baby account right now. Look at this. It's got $200 in the balance. So I'm up 400. I definitely don't want to lose money in these conditions right now. I'd rather not. So I'm just gonna call it a day. And I may or may not trade off stream. So, yeah. Alright. Later. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be on prop for a match. So, peace.